I'd like to thank the President on behalf of my team for hosting the final debate. We are incredibly honored to be here at the lovely Hôtel de l'Assé. Monsieur le Premier Ministre, I for one certainly hope we understand each other. Your Excellencies, Monsieur le Secrétaire Général, Honorable Jury, Mr. Chairman, timely bellboy, and what a bellboy indeed. Friends of the government, we are glad to be finally debating against you tonight. Dream team from the opposition, let's get this show running, shall we? Family and friends, I see you. Thank you for your support for this long journey. Dear audience, have you made your bets yet? Polytechnique or Sciences Po? This would be a first for us in a while, but I can tell you, we sure are ready to break through this glass ceiling. Hear, hear. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Dear audience, welcome to the Festival des Cannes preview panel. So many great finalists coming your way. I am your host, Michelle Obama, Mom-in-Chief. I know you probably weren't expecting to see me here, but what can I say? I hosted the Grammy Awards earlier this year, so I figured, why not Cannes on the way for my book tour? I asked Barack what he thought, and he said, yes, we can. When I heard this motion, I couldn't help thinking about my girl Beyoncé. No, fools don't run the show. Because who run the world? Girls! Yes, ladies. Sorry, I ain't sorry. You've heard it. The government believes that fools run the show. All right, I'm not sure why you're excited to tell us this. This isn't exactly the first thing I would have told my audience. More than half of CAC 40 CEOs in France stem from the 21 schools in this tournament, 7 alone from Polytechnique, and yet they still tell us that fools run the show? Don't try and fool me. So, you've presented your dual definition on fools, and that we agree. Fool is a dual definition. Fool in the unwise sense. No, thank you. And fool in the entertainment sense. And you said it, running the show is about being in control. But this is where your reasoning is wrong. A wise man knows when to entertain. I'll get back to you later on Trump. Fools run the show. We use this expression for so many different occasions. In our entertainment, in our politics, in our social movements.
Point of information, please.
Yes.
How can you tell someone is a fool?
Well, that's a low point. And you know what I always say? When they go low, we go high. How can I tell what a fool is? Well, I'm looking right at one. Dear audience, this opposition and Dream Team finalists believe that fools don't run the show. Why? Let me tell you why. Who runs the show in entertainment? Not fools, directors and teams. I may be the host of the Festival de Cannes, but I am sure not running the show. That would be you, my dear Pierre, President. No, thank you. President of the Cannes Festival. Who runs the show in politics? Not fools. The system with checks and balances. And who are they calling a fool? Simply those they disagree with. I may not have voted for Trump, but that does not automatically make someone a fool if you have not voted for him. These are exactly the kind of values I've tried to model as the mother of 2 amazing daughters. Who runs the show in our social movements? Not fools. No one runs the show in our bottom-up social movements. They take a life of their own. The government would rather make you believe that fools run the show. What's in it for them? First, to blur the line between what is entertainment and what is reality. Fools put on a show, dear government. They do not run the show. Second, to make you pull back. Because if they convince you that fools run the show, why even bother trying? Why bother to vote? Why should you run for office, work in ministry positions, represent your constituency at the Assemblée nationale, or your country as a diplomat? Why should you stand up for what you believe in? If they succeed in making you disillusioned with our politics and our social movements, then our whole society loses. This is petty politics on their end. No, thank you. Allow me to present our panelists and finalists for the Cannes Awards. It's no Jackson 5, but can I get a drum roll, please? Our first speaker and finalist for Best Director, James Huth, for his fourth masterpiece, will argue that fools, as entertainers, only appear to run the show. Our second speaker and finalist for Best YouTube Sensation of the Year, yes, apparently that's a new category these days, John Bercow, will argue that political leaders by nature cannot be fools by running the show. Our third speaker and finalist for Best Forgotten Actress, Sophie Marceau, and the newest cast of the French Marianne, will argue that no one runs the show when it comes to social movement. Finally, the president of the Cannes Festival, Pierre Lescule, I'll let you wrap this show. Dear audience, we are urging you not to be fooled by the government. Fools may entertain you and put on a show, but they do not run the show. Fools do not run the show. Yes, we can. Please reject this motion.